Okay, second group of people. These are independents. And I don't mean the kind of independents who just declared themselves independent because they're really Democrat and they like to virtue signal by saying that they're not captive of any political party. But these are actual independents who look at both sides and aren't sure what to do going into this midterm. What do you say to those independents?
Well, I would say to them, regardless of your position on social issues, a booming economy is good for everybody. If you're one of those people if you're an independent who want to take the conservative position, the fact that the economy is growing at such a rate means that there's more investment, there's more jobs available. If you already have a job, that's fine. You know, they always say that old definition is a recession is when your neighbor's out of work, and a depression is when you're out of work. But you'll find that most of the people who used to be out of work are not out of work anymore. And not only is that a question of like an economic number that you get to wave around, you know, look, there's 4% economic growth. That number is a simple statistic. The impact on the lives of your fellow citizens, and especially yourself if you're underemployed or unemployed, is transformational. There's nothing worse than being out of work. I was working out here in Los Angeles as an editor. I know this is not exactly a working in the coal mine story, because that's what my ancestors did in Wigan. But during that strike, I remember meeting with another couple of friends of mine in the TV business, and we thought we were never going to work again. And our day consisted of nothing but waiting for that lunch. You know, we would simply wait for that noon lunch where we could get together, commiserate, and that was our day. The spiritual aspect of people working is something that is extraordinarily important, not just to the country, but to the individuals involved. And if you've got a 4% economic growth with one party and 1% or less with another, that should move you in a certain direction. Now, if you're an independent who leans liberal, then I would simply say to you this: the ability of the government to hand money to people, and if you assume that this is completely legitimate, the ability of the government to step in and help people is predicated on large degree by how much money the government takes in. The government either prints money or they take it in through taxes. An economy growing at 4%, even at a slightly lower tax rate, generates far more federal revenues than an economy that's growing at 1% with a higher tax rate. So if you really do care about the poor and infrastructure and all the rest of it, you kind of want to go with the guys that are making the economy.
There's a case to be made for conservatism, for capitalism, for constitutionalism, and frankly, for common sense. Bill Whittle will be making it right here on Bill Whittle Now, and we'll be doing more of this kind of material at BillWhittle.com because of the members there who pay $9.95 a month, not for something that they can get, but for something that they can give to the country and to the world. We hope you join them today. For Bill Whittle, I'm Scott Ott. Thanks to the members at BillWhittle.com for making this possible.